Hello, everybody. Welcome to Boss Battle Round 28. I'm your host, Goron, and I am here with.
Yes.
And, well, I think this will be quite a fun matchup. I don't know about you. What do you think, Kat?
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans. And talking about jelly beans, we have Morpher versus Twingrover. And we'll go into them right now. Morpher has Health D, Power F, Intelligence F, Mobility D, Aqua Affinity B. I mean, stats aren't so good. Aqua Affinity could be used in a good way, but the intelligence really drags Morpher down. What do you think, Kat?
Well, I would be very happy if Mofa would be my friend during these horrible weather conditions over here, but
I see. Yes, Morpher could be a good friend here. Although Morpher could be causing the terrible weather conditions from what I remember. Um, okay, going to Twingrover. Health F, Power F, Intelligence A, Mobility S, Magic Resist B, Magic Attack B, Fusion B. Fusion B does have new stats, but we'll go into it if Fusion is needed, really. Again, Twingrover won a few good matches. What do you think, Kat?
yeah, Twinrova is the wild ball combatant. Like, there being two combatants in one and having an A and an S in the stats, but also two Fs, which is
Yeah,
interesting combination.
there's a failing grade between these two here, but let's see which one wins, really. Yeah, so we'll put it in here. Well, sorry, clicked incorrectly. Let's think about the realm. Honestly, I would say keep it with the floor being Morphers, and just have the walls and the ceiling be Twinrovers. Let's give Morpher as much of an advantage as we can because, yeah, I I I don't see that would give Twinrover an advantage, and I think it would be nicer to give Morpher a bit of an advantage here. I know I'm playing it that I'm a Morpher fan, but I think it would be better for the fight itself, Kat. What do you think?
Yeah, that's very good. Like, one combatant really needs the battleground and the other combatant really doesn't care, so
Yeah, exactly. So then we'll decide who's Morpher and who's Twinrover. I'm thinking I'll go Twinrover again.
yep, that's good.
Yeah, and then we'll determine who wins this, and yeah, so I will do that right now, and we'll see if we all agree with one another. So just give me a second, everybody. But yeah. Oh, whoops. Was about to private message somebody instead of message on here. But yeah, that's my opinion on it. Do you agree with me, Kat?
Yes.
Good. Okay then. So if that's the case, let's put everything here. Okay, it's good. So, okay then. The realm, both of the realms have merged into one. Twingrover starts seeing some puddles in the center, where Morpher is sensing something that is a little bit off outside Morpher's domain. And Kume is like, "Here, Katake, did you leave did you leave the cauldron on, Katake? I think it's overflowing a little bit. A bit strange." "No, Kumi, I haven't done anything of that sense. Why would you be saying that onto me? Like, I changed the cauldron last morning." So yeah, they keep talking, and initiative would actually go again. So, it's on you as Morpher.
Well, Morpha, sensing there to be a disturbance somewhere above, would start to raise a tendril of water towards.
So yeah, it's just like, Kume, why is the cauldron having a little bit of water coming out? I think it's a bit dangerous. I think it might be morphing, metastasizing. What do you think? And then it's like, I think this might be an ancient terror or something like that. We should probably get out of the way. So they do talk a bit. They do try to dodge. They do have a high mobility. I'd still say they take their time because they don't see Morpha as a threat at all. So Morpha does sort of still have half of an action on them, if that makes sense. But I'd still say they get out of the way. Either way, just let me know what your opinion on that would be, Kat. I mean, they would always be hovering in the air, so it would be hard for Morpha to catch them.
Yeah, Morpha is not known to be that fast with the strikes overall.
Yeah.
And targets being in the air, I would see Morpha slashing and most likely not hitting.
Okay, so then they would be away from Morpha, and then sort of Katake would be like, yes, I think it's about time to do something about this, and would shoot an ice bolt at Morpha. Basically not towards the nucleus, but towards the liquid itself. Trying to hit the nucleus, but I'm not sure how much it would hit exactly because there's a lot of liquid, shielding Morpha, is what I'd say. And I'll just say that Kume doesn't do anything in this one. Is considering what to do, but is just like, Katake's got this. So it goes back to you.
I would expect that the tendril would freeze over, but the nucleus would just drop back into the pool.
Okay. So, yeah, that would then happen, and so in that case, Katake would be like, let's keep going, Kume! Shoot it from fire from the shoot it from fire from the other side! So, like, they would both be shooting the water from different sides, basically. I mean, they both have a high intelligence, so I'm granting them that ability, effectively, to coordinate their strikes a little bit. So, that'll be happening towards the nucleus and Morpha, and yeah. I'll let you decide what happens, effectively. Although, if I missed your action, let me know, but I was just getting into it, I guess, so it's on you now.
Yeah, so seeing the situation as it is, I was like, Morpha would just try, sink all the way to the bottom of the pool and would just try to raise the water up, but it getting hit all the time, it's only a matter of time.
Yes, it is only a matter of time, and from the protective layer around Morpha freezing on one end and boiling on the other. I mean, I think we can call it here, can't we, Kat?
Yes.
Yes, so our winner is Twingrover. And yeah, we'll go into it. Let's go into why Twingrover won, basically. That high intelligence, that high mobility, the fact that they have a ranged attack. There was nothing Morpha could do against that arsenal. Morpha couldn't attack Twingrover, and Twingrover could attack Morpha with ease. Even if the attacks that Twingrover had weren't specifically the best against Morpha, they were going to whittle down Morpha's health, slowly at the very least.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And fun fact, Morpha having not so physically strong control over the water being water, as it is, Twinrova would have been the one opponent where the tendrils would have been strong enough to smash and crush the opposition.
Yes.
But they need to hit it first.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing, okay? And to clarify, we've said that, like, 100% Twinrova wins this. But we didn't talk about it too much in the chat beforehand, so we'll talk about it now. My opinion is, sure, there might be a 5 to 10% chance that if Twinrova are just arguing or bickering over something, Morpha could smash Kume or Katake, into a rock, and then that one would, sadly perish. But the other one would be able to win easily. Correct, if they were focused, right? So,
yes.
Yeah. So we could have had the situation in which, like, one of them would have, not been able to fight, but definitely not both of them. Like, they already said that they have a time to get serious. Like, it's literally one of their quotes. Okay then. Anything else to say on Twinrova here?
I do find it funny how Twinrova's actually facing someone with, like, comparable physical strength, and it not coming to terms at all.
Yes, their strength was both weak, but then again, that's what special abilities are for. Special abilities, normally a lot of our bosses don't use the straight up power stat. They use a special ability in order to fight. So power doesn't matter so much in boss battle, in my opinion. And that shows so much with regards to Twinrova themselves. So I think I'll go off Twinrova now. Morpha. I mean, what can we say about Morpha right now?
Yeah, like, Morpha is, like, a dangerous being for a human. But not to a human with, or so as highly and so as whatever race you want to put in here with magical abilities.
Yeah. I mean, that Aqua Affinity has always been good. Morpha can have some devastating attacks with it, but I mean, the Health D does not help against the strength of the attacks from Morpha. Sorry, the strength of attacks from Twinrova. My apologies. Power F can do literally nothing on its own, but I mean, in general, like, Morpha was just outclassed by Twinrova in terms of that intelligence and mobility, and we've seen intelligence and mobility win so many fights here. And Morpha was lacking.
Yep. Like, intelligence is the key stats among the fights, generally.
Yeah, generally it really is. So, yeah, okay. Well, is there anything else for us to say? Or
the poor Jellybean.
The poor Jellybean. I mean, what can I say? This has been a tough existence for Morpha. It really has. So, yep. Okay, so for this part of it, the vid, I'll say goodbye for myself. So, bye. And...
Not even Wensleydale?
No, not even Wensleydale.